I'm David Toman, author of NootropicsExpert.com, and in this video, I'm going to review the Performance Lab Prebiotic. What it is, who makes it, how it works, and how it compares to other probiotics and prebiotics. Remember the last time you were nervous? It felt like you had butterflies in your stomach, or you were afraid. Your stomach was tied in knots. Or someone you loved cheated on you, or someone kicked you in the gut. All these feelings point to the connection between your gut and your mood, otherwise known as the gut-brain axis. Now, to demonstrate this gut-brain axis, researchers in France published two studies. One study showed how supplementing with the probiotics Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacterium longum for 2 weeks reduced depression by 50%. And another trial with human volunteers using the same probiotics for 30 days experienced a 55% improvement in anxiety symptoms. While it may seem surprising that an ordinary everyday probiotic can have such a profound effect on mood, a ton of research in the last 5 years or so shows that your gut is like a second brain. We are only beginning to understand the extent to which our microbiome has a direct influence on mood, anxiety, energy levels, bones, weight control, and immune system. But one thing is crystal clear. A healthy gut is critical to overall health and well-being. A diet high in soluble fiber is one way to support gut health. But if you choose to use supplements along with fiber in your diet, you have two options. You can choose a probiotic with exactly the right bacteria, including Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus, strains your body needs. Or you can feed the native Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus already in your gut with a quality prebiotic and support the built-in intelligence your microbiome has had from the beginning. Now, my goal with this video is to help you understand what a prebiotic is, how it works, and why you may want to consider adding it to your daily supplement stack. And I'll share what I believe to be the best prebiotic supplement on the market. It's the one that I use every day, and it's called Performance Lab Prebiotic. Any good naturopathic doctor will tell you that if your diet is right, taking a prebiotic supplement is not necessary, because we should be getting enough soluble fiber from our food. But eating enough fiber every day is not doable for most of us, so we turn to supplements. Most prebiotic supplements are made from grains, like oats and corn, because whole grains contain soluble fiber, which is what a prebiotic is. But if you are health conscious like me and you want to avoid grains, especially GMO cereals, bread, and pasta, and you want to limit your gluten and starch consumption, then you need to get your prebiotic soluble fiber from fruits and vegetables. So if you eat a lot of organic asparagus, leeks, artichokes, garlic, carrots, onions, and beans, then you don't need a prebiotic supplement. But if you can't eat enough organic vegetables, then your other option is soluble fiber from organic fruits. And I mean a lot of fruit. According to the dietary guidelines issued by the USDA, adults should eat a minimum of 25 grams of soluble fiber per day. The Institute of Medicine recommends 25 grams of fiber per day for women and 30 to 38 grams per day for men. So, to get enough soluble fiber from your diet, you would need to eat 5 large organic apples every day to get 25 grams of fiber, or 80 baby organic carrots, or 5.5 large oranges every day, or 3.5 cups of shredded coconut. See where I'm going with this? Most of us have very little chance of getting enough soluble fiber from food every day to keep our microbiome healthy. So you need a prebiotic supplement to feed and increase the levels of healthy bacteria like Bifidobacteria in your gut and keep your microbiome at optimal levels to stay healthy. Now, the first thing I look for is a 100% natural prebiotic supplement. and not something that's artificially synthesized. And my second criteria is to make sure it's safe to use every day and not made by some shady chemical manufacturer selling low quality or even dangerous products. And my final criteria is a high quality brand, a company that I can trust with a proven reputation and history of satisfied customers. Now, I've been using a probiotic every day for years to keep my microbiome healthy, and I do feel better using it. When I stop or forget to get another bottle, my memory and mood suffer, and overall, I don't feel well. But the thing is, I never know for sure if the probiotic I am using really has the guaranteed 30 billion organisms it says on the label. Now, what bacteria am I low on anyway? How do I know what needs increasing and what doesn't? Performance Lab is a supplement company based in the United Kingdom, and they manufacture their supplements in the USA. The Performance Lab Nutrigenesis Multi is the foundation of their supplement line. The company's multivitamin for men and women supplies the essential vitamins and minerals required for overall health, nutrients that may be missing from your diet. The Performance Lab Prebiotic extends the benefits of their Nutrigenesis Multi to enhance and maintain a healthy gut microbiome. This prebiotic helps increase gut levels of bifidobacteria, and studies show that elevated levels of bifidobacteria are a marker for healthy microbiome composition. Bifidobacteria and Lactobacillus are live bacteria that naturally grow in your lower gastrointestinal tract, your large intestine, and prebiotics are food for these friendly bacteria. These live bacteria are also known as probiotics. The neurohacking and professional psychiatric communities consider these organisms psychobiotics because of their connection to brain health and the gut-brain axis. Now, using the Performance Lab Prebiotic to increase your daily intake of soluble fiber helps to support brain and heart health, blood sugar balance, and weight control. A prebiotic helps increase serotonin naturally, leading to a better mood. It promotes satiety, so you may cut down on your food intake and lose weight. The Performance Lab Prebiotic helps digestion, so you'll feel better, and you'll have a more blissful experience in the bathroom. And prebiotic helps strengthen the lining of your intestinal wall to keep out the bad stuff, boosting your immune system and helping avoid illness. Inulin FOS, or fructooligosaccharides, it's got 2 grams as Orafti Synergy 1. Inulin FOS, or fructooligosaccharides, I like saying that, is a soluble fiber-based prebiotic sourced from chicory root. Inulin is a long-chain storage carbohydrate derived by water extraction from chicory root. The short-chain oligofructose, or fructose oligosaccharide, or FOS for short, is derived from inulin with an enzyme that also naturally exists in chicory root. Orafti Synergy 1 is a patented combination of 50% long-chain and 50% short-chain inulin. Performance Lab Prebiotic provides inulin and fructooligosaccharides that passes through your system undigested to your large intestine. And once there, inulin and FOS are fermented in your gut by bacteria like bifidobacteria, which leads to an increase of bifidobacteria. This fermentation also produces short-chain fatty acids, including acetate, propionate, and butyrate. Psychobiotics have been defined as live bacteria or probiotics which, when ingested, confer mental health benefits through interactions with gut bacteria. Psychiatric researchers have now extended this definition to include prebiotics, which enhance the growth of gut bacteria. Your microbiome is connected to your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal or HPA axis, and your brain via the vagus nerve that runs from your gut to your brain. This gut-brain connection influences your mood, cognition, and other aspects of neuronal health. Increasing levels of good bacteria with Performance Lab Prebiotic may help curb inflammation and cortisol levels, reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, lower your response to stress, improve your memory, and reduce social anxiety. The SCFAs in Performance Lab Prebiotic create a more acidic environment in your colon, which helps boost calcium absorption for stronger bones. Decreasing the pH in your colon stimulates your intestinal lining, cell lining, or mucosa to increase the absorption surface, which enhances intracellular permeability and indirectly stimulating the production of calcium-binding proteins. More calcium absorption results in better bone density and less chance of developing osteoporosis. Studies show that children supplementing with Arafti Synergy 1 had significantly higher calcium absorption and greater bone mineral density. We know that a lower pH environment in our gut nourishes the innermost layer of cells, or the mucosa, in your gastrointestinal tract wall. The strength of this barrier is an important part of your immune system defenses, because it ensures only the good nutrients get through and not the nasty stuff like viruses and bad bacteria, otherwise known as leaky gut syndrome. Supplementing with Performance Lab Prebiotic supports beneficial bacteria in your gut, primarily Bifidobacteria and Lactobacilli. Boosting fermentation of these intestinal bacteria suppresses proteolytic or protein fermentation, reducing potentially harmful bacteria which act as carcinogens. The short-chain fatty acid acetate crosses the blood-brain barrier to signal your hypothalamus that you've had enough to eat, reducing your desire to eat more and hopefully for better weight control. Researchers analyzed 26 randomized controlled human trials on prebiotics conducted between January 2000 and September 2013. The 831 participants in these trials confirmed increased feelings of satiety or feeling full when using chicory root fiber prebiotics. Short-chain fatty acids also stimulate the peristaltic reflex, which results in more frequent bowel movements. The European Food Safety Authority has authorized the health claim that inulin-FOS in the Performance Lab Prebiotic reduces constipation, and it improves bowel movement frequency without causing diarrhea. Now, you know how you feel after you've had a really good Turns out that more than 90% of the serotonin synthesized in your body is made in your gut. Serotonin is one of the feel-good neurotransmitters. The Performance Lab Prebiotic provides this anti-constipation benefit by boosting the neurotransmitter serotonin, which is the key modulator of gastrointestinal function. Nothing puts a damper on an exotic vacation more than travelers' diarrhea. One study demonstrated that using a prebiotic like Performance Lab Prebiotic can reduce the chances of developing bacteria and improve your sense of overall well-being while traveling. If you are dealing with a sensitive gut or irritable bowel syndrome, you may want to consider trying Performance Lab Prebiotic. Those suffering from IBS tend to avoid fruits and vegetables because the non-digestible carbohydrates, the prebiotics, in these foods can cause gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, or cramping. Now, studies have found that supplementing with inulin-FOS may improve food tolerance in those with IBS. And the chicory root fiber in Performance Lab Prebiotic is well tolerated by those suffering from IBS. The recommended dosage of Performance Lab Prebiotic is 3 capsules with your first meal of the day and another 3 capsules during your second meal. Each 3-capsule dose provides 2 grams of soluble fiber. Research shows that 2.5 to 5 grams of inulin-FOS per day can help maintain healthy bifidobacteria levels in adults. The first thing you notice when supplementing with the Performance Lab Prebiotic is regular stools that don't smell nearly as bad and are firmer even if you've had loose stools in the past. And if you're dealing with constipation, particularly from using opiates for pain, you should feel regular again. Neurohackers who suffer from allergies report fewer symptoms. Some report less brain fog, more energy, and clearer thinking. Sugar cravings diminish, and if used every day, you may find it easier to control your weight. And some with IBS report less discomfort, especially after a meal. If you are currently using a quality probiotic, you may find you only need 1 3-capsule dose in the morning of Performance Lab Prebiotic to get results. Clinical research shows you may only need a minimal dose of an inulin-type prebiotic to boost the population of Bifidobacterium in your gut. All prebiotics are fiber, but not all fiber is prebiotic. So you can't expect just any type of dietary fiber to increase gut microbiota. Performance Lab Prebiotic uses Orafti Synergy 1, which is a combination of 50% long-chain and 50% short-chain inulin. Critical studies show that this type of fructooligosaccharides improves intestinal flora, relieves constipation, it improves blood lipids, and it suppresses the production of bad intestinal bacteria. And you may find a couple of supplement manufacturers who sell a prebiotic containing inulin or even FOS. But it's unlikely that you're going to find one using chicory root-derived Orafti Synergy 1. There are only 3 proven prebiotics worldwide: chicory root fiber, galacto-oligosaccharide, or GOS, and lactulose. The Performance Lab Prebiotic uses chicory root fiber extract as Orafti Synergy 1, which is the only prebiotic supplement that is non-digestible in the small intestine, it's fully fermentable in the large intestine, it's a plant-based dietary fiber, it's not synthetic, and it's vegan-friendly. It's extensively researched. There's 20 years, including human clinical studies. They use hot water extraction, no chemicals. The only added ingredient is NuFlow rice concentrate. They put it in vegan-friendly NutriCaps capsules. It's tested prior to encapsulation for allergens, GMOs, microbes, pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, and other contaminants. And it's tested again to confirm potency, purity, and activity after encapsulation. It's competitively priced. There's an empty bottle money-back guarantee. They've got 24/7 customer support, and it causes gas. Now the cons, it's only available on their website, and it causes gas. Now you may have noticed both a pro and a con for causes gas. Now you may not like to pass gas, neither do I, but when using the Performance Lab Prebiotic, you'll know that it's working because of the natural fermentation process in your gut. And surprisingly enough, the gas doesn't smell anything close to what you would expect. I mentioned earlier that I've been faithfully using a quality probiotic for years, but I've experienced a more noticeable difference from the very first day of using the Performance Lab Prebiotic than any probiotic supplement I've ever tried. Compared to every other prebiotic on the market that uses acacia fiber, Jerusalem artichoke fiber, green banana fiber, and other saccharides, or proprietary blends of exotic fruits, the Performance Lab Prebiotic is the only one I could find that uses the chicory root extract, with all the benefits I mentioned earlier in this video, with 20 years of clinical studies backing up its benefits with real people like you and me. So that's my report on the Performance Lab Prebiotic. Click on the link below this video to see the full transcript of this video. And you'll also find dozens of articles in all the well-known nootropics over on Nootropics Expert. Now, if you have any questions or you want to share your experience using a prebiotic or a probiotic, please use the comment section below this video or at the bottom of my Performance Lab Prebiotic review on Nootropics Expert. I try my best to respond to comments and questions as quickly as I can. Now, if you haven't already, download your free copy of Secrets of the Optimized Brain. It's nearly 100 pages and contains details in 92 of the most popular nootropics used today. And consider getting a copy of my book, Head First, The Complete Guide to Healing and Optimizing Your Brain with Nootropic Supplements. Head First is nearly 600 pages, and it's the best guide on the planet for fixing and optimizing your brain. And if you could use some personal help with choosing the right nootropics or figuring out how to deal with your own brain health issues, consider booking a personal consultation with me. You'll find a link to my calendar below this video. Now, if you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.